Hello, this is day 21 of the Yoga Advent Calendar. So today we're going to be having a look at props and how to use them. So I teach in lots of places where there are no props available, so I don't often refer to them or teach with them, but I do use them in my own practice, and I figured, well, I use them, so perhaps other people would want to use them too. So I'm going to start off with this block. And also, you don't need to buy a yoga brick, you can use a book or anything, as long as it's a sort of, I'd say that's 2 inches thick. And these are really handy to use to sit on. For any seated position, it just lifts the hips up a little bit. So if you're going to sit on it, it's good to come right onto the very edge of it. So rather than sitting on it fully, scoot yourself forward, make sure it's straight. Scoot yourself forward so it's almost giving your buttocks a little bit of a bum lift. And then it scoops that pelvis back. You know, I always say get your tailbone back. It kind of does that for you. And it's very helpful if the hamstrings are tight for any sort of forward fold, any of the seated postures. And you can see the back of it's lifting up a bit. That's good. It means that I'm really scooching forward. And then as you come forward, it just gives you a little bit more space for your seated forward folds. So that's one use for this block, and a cushion also does a similar thing in the seated forward folds. We've got these blocks which are shorter and fatter. These are really handy for standing postures where you bring your hands down towards the floor. So for example, triangle, so you just need one. But say we're doing triangle on the right, you take the body over and then windmill the arms. So you can bring it's lengthways and rest your fingertips on the block. That's a really nice way to do that. And then as the body becomes more flexible, you can lower and use it all the different ways. Another nice one is to have 2 blocks for Parsvottanasana. So that's the one where your feet are about hip width apart and we come forward with straight legs. Really handy to have 2 blocks there, and then you can really let your head go sink into the hips. And again, you can start to move the blocks, use them less and less as the body becomes more flexible. Also, reverse triangle is good, to take the hand across and lift up. So they're handy for that. We've got a strap here. These are very good for anything with the hands behind the back. You can use a strap if interlocking the fingers is too intense. Use your strap. And you can sort of wind it around the hands. Again, doesn't need to be a yoga strap. It can be a belt or a tie or a sock or a small towel. Another lovely thing to do with a strap is on any of the seated forward folds, so Paschimottanasana or Janu Shirshasana. Hook the strap around the foot or the feet. It's a really nice way to work with a straight spine, bending the elbows and hinging forward. And then you can gradually start to walk the hands down the strap. That's a lovely way to work. And also they're very handy on twists. So say that we're in a seated twist and we've crossed the opposite elbow over the knee and you're working towards a bind. So you take your strap in one hand and you take your strap, in the hand that's in the air. Hold on to it. And then you're reaching behind. Thread the hand through with the strap, or actually, I should have thought this through. Take the strap there to begin with, and then reach around, and then you can hold on to the strap. And then anything where the hands come behind the back. So that's the strap option. And then I've also got a bolster here. So bolsters are great for a seated meditation. So I personally do my meditation sitting like this. It's very comfy in my body. It's a lovely way to sit for ages without the lower back or knees or anything getting tired. They're also handy to sit on forwards. If you want to have a seat for your cross-legged meditation, raising the hips up. And again, another nice thing to do is to use your blocks to support under your knees as you're sitting. That's a quite nice way to sit and breathe and meditate as well, if you choose to have a cross-legged seating position. And then another nice thing for a bolster is to take it under your knees for Shavasana. So it takes pressure out of the lower back. You lie down, you let your knees rest on the bolster, take your arms to the ceiling and rest in Shavasana. So I'm going to hang out here. I'll see you tomorrow.